A friend of mine called Vincent is asking, says, ask Honorable Ruku, at what stage do political demonstrations become violent? We have always seen demonstrators sing, dance until tear gas comes in. That's when the organizers can't control, even the organizers themselves can't control their people at that point.
The problem is the government and police.
Trevor, before I answer that question, it's important to put this into context.
Yeah.
Context.
Yeah.
The object and purpose of the act. Okay? And allow me to read, that's section 3 of the bill, that the object of and the purpose of the act is to, 1, recognize the right of peaceful assembly.
Okay.
To recognize the right of the peaceful assembly. B is to ensure, so far as it is appropriate to do so, the person may exercise the right to participate in public assemblies. And 3, to ensure that the exercise of the right to participate in public assemblies, demonstration, picketing, and the presentation of petitions to the public authorities is subject only to such a restriction as necessary and reasonable in a democratic society in the interest of 1, public safety, public order, and protection of rights and freedom of other persons.
So very much okay.
So this is the object of the act of the bill, and we can't you know Trevor, we have a weakness in this country that anything that is coming from the other defined of the house is completely ravished, is completely banned. We can't develop our country with such kind of a notion. This is a country where all of us, whether you're in opposition or in government, we live in this country. We have a responsibility to ensure this country is good for all of us, whether in opposition or in government. That should be, the foundation, the basics, the bare minimum. And what you are saying, we have seen demonstrations in the past, how they have been conducted in a different path. The other day, I think last week, we saw demonstration in in Kericho, in a tea farm. They were very ugly demonstration, where property was completely destroyed. Is this what we want to continue? Saying that we cannot put into effect Article 37 of our Constitution?
So in that case, who would you have wanted to be held liable? Because there's also that back and forth where the organizers say that it was the people who came and infiltrated our demonstrations. Those were not our people. So how do you...
To answer the question of the person who has asked the question, is Vincent.
Yes.
If you go to section 13 of this proposed bill, you see that it talks about the powers of police during the assembly or demonstration. So it means already that the assembly or demonstration has been granted. It is constitutional to go and do demonstration. But within, when demonstration is happening, one of the responsibilities of police is to ensure there's no loss of life or property. And if there is loss of life and property, then we should hold police officers accountable. So to ensure that there's no loss of life and property, life and property, what should the police do during the demonstrations? That is exactly what Section 13 of this proposed bill talks about. How the police should be able to conduct themselves. Because the cardinal role of police is to ensure no loss of life, no loss of property, whether in demonstrations or not. So therefore, they should be given powers by law to act in a certain manner that no one will lose life and no property will be destroyed.
All right.
That is what Section 13 talks about.
All right.